Is anybody on YouTube Live? YouTube Live. Okay, welcome to Monday Motivation. But I feel like I like to look at Instagram because Instagram is where I am, So YouTube is just getting the side profile. Anyway, good morning. My name is KRYS. 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 The name Chris, CHRIS, is triggering for me. I'm just kidding. Kind of. I'm just kidding. Hi guys. I'm live. I'm live. Monday motivation. Okay, look. First of all you people who are making that body cam police footage documentary the number one movie on the top 10 movies on Netflix, stop it. Stop it. Okay? Like, I haven't watched I used to watch movies all the time and I haven't watched them in a long time, and this is why. Yeah, the most watch. Why is it the most watch is my question. Like, who is watching this and why? Like, it's a body cam footage of someone calling the cops. I don't want to see that on my free time. Like, I'm trying to see a maid in Manhattan pretend to be a rich woman and fall in love. That's what I'm trying to see. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I want to veg out on. Not body cam real life footage of a woman calling the cops on children, being a racist, shooting someone. Like, what? I couldn't even finish it. I was like, what am I watching right now? And how is this the number one film? Okay, first of all, it's body cam footage. Body cam footage makes me nervous, plain and simple, because I'm like, I don't want no problems. I feel like I'm in trouble when I see body cam footage. I'm like, again, triggering. Anyway, Monday motivation. How you guys doing? How we feeling? Are we ready for Christmas? Because it's happening. Let's get through Halloween first. And speaking of Halloween, there's a lot of people that don't celebrate it. Whatever, you don't like it, fine. But it is a reminder to, like, can you stop taking yourself so seriously? Oh my God. Like, I want to talk today about getting offended and how having fun can help you get offended less. Because what happens is when you get offended, like, let's say someone, I don't know, like, doesn't comment on something that you expect them to comment on, or let's say someone says they're going to call you and they don't call you back, or let's say someone like makes a plan and then they cancel it last minute. Like, people get offended, and you have to understand that you're choosing like that path of offense. And instead of offense, can you make it fun? And that's what I want to talk a little bit about today, because if you're bored, it's not anybody's fault but your own. Like, if you're bored, it's because you're boring. That's like that. Like you could just write down, like, if I'm bored, I'm boring. Like, no fun castle of life is coming to save you. Like, you have to create joy and fun and happiness in your own life. And when you put a wig on for no reason, the day's a little more fun. People smile, people, like, you walk around and you go get groceries in a wig, and it's cute. Now, I'm not talking about like a real hair wig, because those are things too, right? Like, that's just cute. I'm talking about, like, clearly not your hair wig. Like, make it fun. Or like do like a fun hairstyle. But anyway, so if you find yourself this week, I want you to pay attention to this week. What we're working on is not being offended, because every day, like multiple times a day, you can spend time being offended that someone said something or didn't say something to you. You know what the best course of action is? When you feel like your peace has been disrupted, exit stage left. Just leave the situation. You don't have to tell someone why you're mad. They don't care. They don't. They might understand, but if they made you mad in the first place, they're just like being themselves. And listen, I think communication is important if it's like if it's something that might be ongoing and you have to deal with this person on a regular basis. But most of the time, these are one-off situations that like you don't need to explain why you're upset. Oh my God, let me tell you something that happened at the gas station yesterday. This is a prime time example. So I'm headed home, and you know those New York throughway, pull-offs, they're like every 30 miles, and they're all the same. They're like apple green with like a Shake Shack and a gas station and whatever. So like I need a gas, so I pull off, and there's a line of cars waiting for gas, and there's like 6 pumps. Now, if you see a line, typically people get in the line. I'm the type of person that creates a line. I see another opportunity to get around the line. I'm not cutting the line, but there's no sign that says wait in line. These people are just waiting in line because another car was waiting in line. You could drive. We don't have to all wait in line. Like you could drive to the other side. And so anyway, my gas thing is on one side. So like if I wait in line, it's not going to behoove me to wait in line. I have to pull around anyway so I can flip my car over. So whatever. I like drive around the line that's not even required. Okay, it's someone created this line. Drive around the line, and I turn my car around so it's in the right direction. And like 3 cars pull out at once. It's turning over fast. There's a lot of pumps. There's 6, but that means there's 12 or even more than that. There might be 4 at each one. So like multiple cars leave. So the line of cars starts moving. They pull in, and like I pull in. The people that pull in next to me are staring at me, like wanting me to make eye contact with them. And so like I glance at them, I get out of my car, and then the woman gets out of her car and she goes, there's a line. And I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, thank you so much. Have a great day. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for letting me know that. I really appreciate it. And listen, is it passive aggressive? Maybe. But like, I was truly just like, have a great day. Like, I want you to not be upset right now because we're both getting gas at the same time and the line is kind of irrelevant. But I'm not gonna take this moment to be offended and educate her and be like, well, my gas tank is on the other side. And actually, if I waited there and there's not even a line there, like I could have went back and forth with her to like make my case, but like, why? I was just like, I was like, thank you so much for letting me know. Have a great day. Truly, truly have a great day. So that is, and I'm not gonna let her disturb my peace. And you guys let people take your peace so easily. Like that would have took most people's peace. There would have been an altercation there. For what? For what? There was nothing she could say. She just walked away. There was nothing she could say. So I think like we get into our feelings because we want to get a point across. Who cares about your point? Like your point has nothing to do with like the rest of your day. And especially if it's not someone who you come in contact with regularly, like you're going to take your time to make a point. And like if it's someone that's regularly in your life, I think like more than communication, action is important. Like for me, instead of taking offense to somebody doing or saying something to me that's in my life on a regular basis, I'm going to change my reaction, and I'm not going to have a reaction. I'm actually going to give you space to be you, and that space gives people the ability to reflect on their own actions, right? Like if someone says something nasty to you and you don't react, but instead you just take a breath and second Monday motivation. So if you're bored, you're boring. We're going to come back to that. But my second Monday motivation is pause for power. Like a lot of times we want to react quick. We want to get that witty thing out. We want to get that little fire out, those little emotional guns of like, I know what to say to hurt you. And like, you're not going to tell me what to do. when you catch yourself in those feelings, you're letting someone else take your peace. If you've ever had a feeling or a taste of peace, you will do anything to protect it. And so, like, when I feel someone getting into my peace reservoir, I have to change my approach and pause. I got to pause. And whether that pause is one breath or one day or one week before I react, because if you respond immediately, that's coming from a place of a wound, not wisdom. When you react, it's coming from a wound, not wisdom. So, like, if I didn't take a breath, which I did to respond to this woman, that for me saying, thank you so much, have a great day, that wasn't my initial reaction. My initial reaction was, you are a, and get, that was my default. Okay, that's my default. My default is real gritty. So I have to dig deep. And I've had so much practice that for me, I can take a breath and take another path. But it takes practice to take another path, because if you don't practice, obviously you're going to get good at whatever you're doing. So pause for power. When you find yourself getting offended this week because someone didn't do something they said they were going to do, because someone said something nasty to you, because someone did something disrespectful, pause. Pause. Think, like, can I exit stage left here? Do I have to even be involved in this situation? Like, do I have to getting myself worked up is going to do what? Like, what type of result am I going to get from this reaction? We're all, listen, it's human to be reactive, but you also have the power of your breath, and just taking like one deep breath is really powerful. So I think, like, you first have to notice that you're in that place of disruption. Like, someone has disrupted your peace. You're in a place of anger. You feel resentful. You feel like impatient. You're in a place that you don't feel great. You have anxiety, you have stress, and someone caused it by saying something or doing something, or by not saying something, or by not doing something. Sometimes it's really challenging to just not say anything and remove yourself from the situation, because we have this deep desire to describe what we're about to do. Stop telling people your every move. If someone offends you, the best response that you could have is none. You don't have to explain yourself. If you remove yourself from that situation, that is a response. Because what happens is, that woman at the gas station, whatever impatience or ego, or she really had ownership of that line, whatever she felt, whatever place that was coming from, if I reacted to that, that would have just validated her anger and her impatience. And she's going to continue going on in the world being that way. And she still might. But now there's a better chance that next time she gets into that, she thinks of, like, my response to her was like, oh my God, thank you. Have a great day. So she didn't get what she wanted. So that's going to throw her off. Now she's going to reflect. She's going to have a moment to reflect on herself and be like, and if she's a good person, which I think a lot of people are, if you say something short or nasty or out of anger, out of frustration to someone, and the person responds with kindness and love, you reflect. You're just like, oh, I didn't need to be a bitch. That wasn't necessary. That wasn't totally necessary. So anyway, this week, just notice when you take an offense, and going back to my, like, bored, if you're bored, you're boring. And if you're stressed, it's because you're stressed. Like, it's coming from you. So this week, instead of looking at things with critical eyes and looking for something wrong and looking for something to correct, looking for something to fix, because that's how we walk around in this world a lot of the ways, be curious. That's one of the ways that you could not be boring. Like, if you feel bored a lot and you don't want to be bored anymore, one of the ways you can not be boring is, instead of approaching the world with critical eyes, approach the world with curious eyes. If something makes you feel a certain way, instead of being critical because it's not the way you think it should be curious. I wonder what that person is thinking or going through, and how would I approach that situation, and just be curious about it. It makes it more fun. Like discover, instead of wanting to discipline people and tell them what they've done wrong, discover who they are and the why behind. Like, I want to understand this because I'm curious about it. And you actually, when you approach people with curiosity and discovery, you will notice that people disarm very quickly. Like, everybody walks around like this, especially in the Northeast in New York and New Jersey. People walk around like this. People are waiting for you to screw them over. Like, people are just waiting for it. So when you don't, you become like a unicorn of a person. When you are not the first to tell someone, especially when someone messes up, because when we mess up, we know we mess up for the most part, right? So like, if you get a person in your life that doesn't call out your mess up and like criticize you and make you feel worse, and you actually get a person that's like, explain what happened there and how you felt when you said that, or how you felt when you did that. Like, that's, you ought to, that you then become someone that people want to be around and that people want to talk to. So that's one thing, okay? Like, and that we can tie with being offended. Like, you can turn being offended into a moment where it's fun. Also, humor is great. Humor is great. And the situation yesterday, I could have totally made funny, but I just didn't have the energy after the weekend that I had. That would have required a longer pause. But sometimes when people are being like so serious, I just break it up with like a joke or something funny. And again, if someone takes offense to that, that's them. Stop taking on other people's offense. And stop being so serious and like and pulling back and not saying what you really want to say because you're scared of how other people might think or what other people feel. Like, that's not your life work. Your life work is right here. So if you're walking around aware, okay, and you're not taking offense to things, and you're also being curious, like, there's nothing negative that is coming from you. So if negativity stirs up around you, a lot of times people, like the woman, I'm sure, got more agitated because people see peace in you and they don't understand it. And when they can't ruffle your feathers, it almost makes them more upset. And they exit the situation because this actually is really tied to rejection. Like, certain people in your life, like, you get to a place where you feel rejected, but really what's happening is your spirit and your presence aggravates something in somebody and they can't be around you because you have something that they'll never have. And so people reject you, but it has nothing to do with you. I think the biggest lesson on Monday Motivation is the way people act and speak has mostly nothing to do with you. Most people are reacting from themselves, and most people are acting based on what they want. So get out of your head thinking that people are so affected by what you say and what you do. They're more affected by how they feel, what they think, and what they say. So focus on you, honey. You got to focus on you and what you're putting out there in the world. And this week, I want you to have fun, guys. So, how do we have fun? First of all, if you're bored, that means what? You're boring. Okay. Don't blame your Don't be saying to your boyfriend, like, oh my God, we never go out. We never have date night. Shut up. No, it's nobody's job to make you happy or to make you have fun. So if you're bored, okay, and you want to have fun, dress up. Wear the thing in your closet that you haven't worn for 2 years, but you bought for way too much money that still has a tag on it. And then just go out. You know, like, when I first started going out with myself, I would be like, "Oh my god, this is, like, so cringy. I don't wanna go and, like, sit," and I don't and I wasn't even drinking at the time, and I'm like, "I don't wanna go sit at a bar, like, I'm gonna get a mocktail and just, like, sit there." But you know what I told myself? First of all, if I'm not gonna stay home because I'm gonna be bored. I wanna go out and do something, whether it's a bar, rock climbing, be bowling, I don't know, I wanna go do something. So I'm gonna go do it. I'm not gonna wait for someone to go do it. So I would tell myself to make it more comfortable. I'd be like, when I get there, if it's not fun or it's unbearable, I could just go back home. I could literally walk in and do a U-turn and go back home. You could change your mind at any time. So if you're one of those people who's never traveled by yourself, if you've never like taken yourself out to dinner, if you've never done like an activity by yourself, it's uncomfortable when you first start doing it, but just tell yourself you could just leave. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't try because it's so fun. Then you actually like unlock a whole superpower because you're like, wait, I like hanging out with myself because you could just put on a pair of AirPods and listen to like a playlist and you don't have to listen to anybody's problems. Like I love hanging out with myself. It's a flex. And then the other piece of not being bored, not being boring, is again approaching the world with a lens of curiosity versus critique. Like stop being the New York Times, critic section. Like, oh my God, I didn't, that place was so, did you see what happened there? And oh, she is so, and they are so, and it is so, and but like everyone's a critic. Stop. Everyone's out here trying their best. My rule is like, if I don't have a good experience with a person, place, or thing, I don't have to go back. That's your review. Stop leaving bad reviews for businesses. Okay. It's so hard to be a small business. If you don't like the business, just don't go back. That's your review. Stop telling people about themselves. If they're mean to you, just don't go back. Just stop talking to them. That's your review. That's your power. If there's something that, if you don't like the way a pants fit or a shirt fits or just don't buy the brand again. Don't go back to the store. Like we put all this energy into this. Like, stop. Everybody has their own experience. And that's like this Netflix show. Like, it's a number one show. I'm not, listen, obviously there's people out there that like it. So I'm not going to go and put my review on for what? I'm not going to go on Netflix and cuz it asks you thumbs up, thumbs down. I'm not rating anything. I'm just like, I'm turning it off. I'm not going to, that's my review. My review is that I turned it off before it was over and now Netflix knows. Turn it off before it's over. That's a good life lesson. If you're on a phone call that's not going well, oh my goodness, you know what? I really have to go. I'll talk to you later. Click, click. If you're in a text message, that's not feeling good, stop texting. If you're scrolling on social media and you're feeling like absolute garbage, stop scrolling. Your best review is to retract yourself out of the situation, conversation, out of the Asian, whatever it is, out of it. Just to get yourself out. You know what else you guys can do? Micro hobby. What's a micro hobby? Something that's like 15 minutes or less a day. That's like fun. Like, I don't know, what's something you want to learn how to do? A lot of people are like, oh, I wish I spoke another language, Duolingo or whatever these apps are. There's so many of them, 10 to 15 minutes. And then you could just walk around like learn how to say something fun in another language. Like, I like your shirt. And then just walk around like telling people you like their shirt in Spanish. Perfect. Like, learn all the Bad Bunny songs. So by the time the Super Bowl comes, you can sing along with all the songs. How fun is that? You know? Like, have fun. Do something, think of something that you want to do and just commit to 15 minutes or less a day. Join FLK Method because we make working out fun. Because working out can be miserable. I told at the retreat this weekend, I was telling my story about how I got into fitness and working out, and it had nothing to do with fitness. And I became one of the most popular if not the most popular spin instructor in my sort of area and studio, not because of any fitness knowledge, but because I had fun. Because I would go to class in a wig, because I would make a joke, because I would be silly. And people love that. Like, not only do other people love that, but you'll enjoy your company more when you take yourself less seriously. Like, make like a make like a face and take a selfie and make it your screensaver. So when someone sees your phone, they're like, what is happening? Thank you. Working out with you is fun. Also, you know what you guys could do? This you could join FLK Method free, first of all, before October 31st. Just go to fitlikechris.com, FITLIKEKRYS.com, and you click on join, and it tells you how to join free. You could also theme out your week. You know how people meal prep? I theme prep. Monday motivation. Tuesday is the Monday number 2. Okay, Wellness Wednesday. Baby Friday is Thursday. It's like party vibes. But you could like theme out your week. Like, have a theme so that you can like dress up, or you can have something to focus on for the day, so that the days are not just so you're not in a hamster wheel. For me, that's like my MO when I wake up in the morning. I'm like, how is today going to be unique experience, right? Like, because days can just bleed into each other and feel the same. For me, that's maddening. Like, I can't. I need to be like, how's today going to be different? Boop, 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 boop. I got to make it different. And I might need medication. I mean, it's totally possible that I am certifiably out of my mind. This is possible. But every day I'm just like, what weird thing can I do today that's going to make today different than every other day? Because I cannot just every day wake up at the same time. Like, my routine has to have fun in it. And that's the last thing I'll tell you. If you're bored with your routine is boring. You're doing the wrong routine. You got to switch it up. You can't have this, even if your routine is effective, like physically, it needs to be effective emotionally and spiritually as well. So that's why FLK Method, we hit everything. Like, I'm hitting movement, nutrition, but I'm also hitting your mental space, your emotional and spiritual space. Like, you got to keep it fresh. Otherwise, it gets real stale real fast. And you're just like, oh, I'm bored. And then you don't do anything. And then January 1st comes and you have to lose 20 pounds. And it actually has very little to do with your workouts. It has more to do with like your spirit and your approach to things, because you get, a lot of times it's because people get bored. It's not because you can't do it. It's not because it's too hard. It's because it's boring. And I don't blame you. I'm not going to say anything bad about any studio. I was about to. But I'm just saying, like, fitness studios and you know, like in-person studios, like chains, it's like McDonald's. They're good for what they're good for. Okay? I'm just going to say that. They're good for what they're good for. They're not bad. They're good for what they're good for. But when you're talking about like taking care of your whole self, your mind, body, spirit, like, and having fun, you can't depend on that to have fun. Like, you have to be very involved with like, how do you have fun? Can you guys ask yourself that question today? When's the last time you had fun that didn't include alcohol? Oh, you didn't think I was going to say that sub question. When's the last time you had fun that did not include alcohol or drugs? Okay. Or a vacation. When's the last time you had fun that didn't include alcohol, drugs, or a vacation? Just in your day-to-day, when's the last time you had fun? And how can you have fun this week? Like, why are you always complaining about that you always have to put the dishes away? Stop complaining and thinking someone's going to Captain put the dishes away is going to come save you. They're not. So you better just figure out how to make it fun. Put a song on, listen to a podcast. Put your plates in color order. I don't know. Like, reorganize your cabinets. I don't know why that's fun for me, but it is. Like, I need everything to be in shape. We need to put things in shape. Yeah, we have a workout tonight with, it's going to be all 6 of our instructors teaching 10 minutes each. That's going to be fun. So fun. Okay. So, oh my God, Cindy. What's up, Cindy? Throwback. So, if you're bored, you're boring. That's our lesson for today. And if you don't want to be boring, instead of walking around waiting for someone to come make your life fun, okay, you have to input that fun, you put on a wig. And the second piece of Monday motivation was stop walking around being critical and be curious instead, so that you're not offended at every single thing, because offense is the opposite of fun. Nobody has fun when they're offended. If you're always offended and you're always thinking like everybody's saying something against you, and even people that don't know you, if you put on the news and you're offended at everything this man says because it's offensive, like stop watching it. And you're like, oh, but I need to know what's going on. Do you? Do you? Because you're just walking around a miserable human, and is that making anything better? Don't FLK does not get into politics because I can't. I just can't. Because I'm like, what? Okay, you walking around angry and upset is achieving what? And listen, you have free will. I'm just offering the idea that when you are in a situation that ruffles your feathers and takes your peace away, you have the choice to pull yourself out of that. And it's not selfish. It's not ignorance. It's not, no, it's you protecting your peace. You're the only one who's going to do that. Everybody out here is going to try to take your peace. There's very little people that'll try to add to that. Most people are trying to take your peace because hurt people, and everybody out here is hurt. So people are just trying to push their pain on you, get you to react to things that bother them. Sometimes when people are really bothered with things, I'm just like, you want me to get mad too? Oh, I didn't get the memo because I'm not mad. The class tonight is at 6:45 p.m. So listen, all right, we're talking about fun this week. So at FLK Method, I don't know why I'm rocking back and forth. Let me just stop. At FLK Method this week is my online wellness platform. If you go to fitlikechris.com, you can see all the information. It's FITE. It's the same as my Instagram without the dots. It's just fitlikechris.com. We have Hollow Week. So every day there's like a theme class that you could dress up, and there's one winner per class. But also just outside of Hollow Week, just the regular classes are fun because we have instructors with fun personalities that are doing fun classes, and you're toning your thighs and laughing at the same time. Why wouldn't I want to do that? You telling me you're out here toning your thighs, like, and that's all you're doing? Like, I can't do that unless it's fun. Like, there better be good music on, or somebody better be making me laugh, because I'm not out here doing thigh master blaster with just what? Like, you just want be just for the result? No. No, it needs to be fun too. It needs to be fun too. All right, guys. So have fun this week. Have fun this week. If you have an issue having fun, DM me. I'll give you an idea. I'm so happy to give you an idea to have fun. Micro hobbies are great. Think of something that you could do in less than 15 minutes a day that like will switch up your day a little bit. Monotonous tasks like laundry and dishes, like put on music, put on a podcast, do it a different way. You know, do a little twirl when you put your clothes in the dryer. I don't know. Like I can't be with you all the time, but I can give you suggestions that have worked for me. Okay. And I do weird things. Like I'll just be walking down my hall and I can't do a backflip, but I'll do something weird that like, I'll just like pop it. I'll just like pop and lock for a second. Nobody's here. Nobody can see me, but I don't know. It's just fun. Yeah, tonight we're going live with a workout. It's going to be a 1-hour workout, 10 minutes at a time though, and it's going to be fun. That's amazing, Angie. Making people laugh is so good. And this week, when you respond angry or you're stressed or you're mad or whatever, just know that if you're talking from that place, you're talking from wounds, not wisdom. So a little bit for you to chew on today. Little bit for you to chew on today. Make your days themed. You can theme out your day. Monday, motivation. Tuesday, takeover. Transformation Tuesday. Wellness Wednesday. Thirsty Thursday. Replace the alcohol with water. Do a little water challenge on Thursday. Text a bunch of your friends and be like, guys, let's finish our whole bottle of water today. And like whoever finishes it first, post a pic, whatever, like just make it up. I just make it up as I go. I make things up as I go, much like this Monday Motivation Live. All right. So go on the FLK Method app. You could download the FLK Method app for free. We send out notifications to make it fun, keep you motivated. And then if you click on book or the schedule, you will see our classes. You do have to be a member. You can join now for free. So technically it is, everything in the app is free right now. Typically you have to pay $30 to join, but right now it's free. If you are already a member, please text or email someone and let them know it's free for the next 5 days. This is going until the 31st. Also, for my members, the annual membership prices for 1, 2, 3, or 4 years, those prices are going away November 1st. So lock it in. Even if you're currently in an annual membership or in a membership, lock in the annual membership price. They're on the website by November 1st. Also, I have my 6-week program, Bikini Bootcamp, coming up. The next one starts November 10th. That's a 6-week program. You have a small group, and then you're also coaching with me one-on-one. It's results driven. And this session, this time of year, is to keep you accountable during the holidays so that you're not having Christmas cookies for breakfast. Okay? Everybody good? Great. Fit is a mindset. Fun is a mindset. If you're bored, you're boring. Heard it here first, guys. Heard it here first. If you're taking offense, it's coming from a wound, not from a place of wisdom. We got a two-sided coin today for Monday Motivation. You're going to have fun this week and you're not going to be so offended, because when you're offended, that means that other people are taking your power. So pause before you give your power away into offense. Okay? Thank you guys so much. I'll see you next Monday. Monday Motivation. Every Monday here, Fit Like Chris, 8 a.m. New Jersey time. I'll see you there. Oh, bye on YouTube too.